Good morning, world. Eden, we're going this way. Look at Story's new swimming suit. She's the brightest thing on the beach. Come on, navigate yourself, Eden. You're about to do something crazy today. Swimming. Can you handle it? I hope she can. So many of you must know already, we live very close to the MAGPUPUNKKO Rockpools, which is one of Siargao'S most famous tourist attractions. Still closed at the moment, so if we can get around at low tide, we are usually and pretty much always the only people there. Today, oh look at that stretchy brownie, so cute. We're gonna see if Eden can do a bit of swimming in the rock pools. It's a good sign to see the fishermen are out. That means that the tide must be low enough for us to get around. We're heading that way. Blackie's come to see us off. I hope today works out. It's a bit of a gamble to say the least. Eden is a 16-year-old geriatric Cocker Spaniel. She is not in the best of health at the moment. She's recovering from, well, you can't really recover from, but she's got chronic kidney disease, and we are, treating her as best we can, giving her lots of exercise. And one of our dreams was to get her out here to us in the Philippines, complete the family, and take her down to these rock pools to see if she'll enjoy a swim there. This is the pool that's right near to our house that we usually swim in, but we're going to skip past this one today because it's just the right time at low tide to try and see if we can make the long journey.
Oh, sorry, we're not going in that one today.
Yeah, shoes back on, we're going to the bigger ones. Who remembers when I bought this Portuguese hat in Portugal and it fitted my head just right? Now with all this extra hair on my head, I can barely keep it on, it keeps slipping back. But I like the style, I've always liked the style. I can see big rain clouds overhead. I guess it doesn't matter if we get wet, we're gonna go in the water anyway. What have you found, Story? That's very nice. Where did you get that?
Mum found it for me and I wanted to keep it.
Any sea creatures in there?
No.
Okay.
No sea creature?
I can't see any, no. Alright, do you want to leave it somewhere so we can catch it on the way back? Uh-oh, dog attack. Eden's got a bit of a limp this morning. She slept a bit funny on one of her sides, and I found that if she sleeps in one place for too long, when she wakes up it takes a bit of time for one of the legs to loosen up. But we're going to pick her up now to walk over most of the rocks, and when we get in the water, let's see if those hind legs can rotate. This is promising. It's been a while since we've seen this beach exposed when we've come around here, so I think we're going to have a clear path to the pools. Sacha and I have been talking about how recently, as of the beginning of this year, we haven't really had much restrictions anywhere, and yet these rock pools are still closed, and it comes down to each local region or each local village has their own governor, and they have a choice as to whether they want to keep their attractions open or not. And the place that we live, they're very strict, so that's probably the reason why the rock pools have not been reopened in over a year now, I think.
I also heard that the rock pools weren't just closed because of the pandemic, they were closed because of maintenance and like upkeep and preservation, so
okay.
That could be a reason as well.
Well, that's good.
I found that.
What did you find? Yeah, it's like some kind of sea slug, isn't it? Not doing too badly, Eden. Nice little walk on the beach, yeah?
I have to pick her up over the rocks because they're too
Yeah, they're
uneven.
really spiky,
she
aren't
just
they?
falls over. So she gets a carry half the way.
Oh, you old dog. Are you looking forward to this? No, I'm not looking forward to anything. I'm such a miserable thing.
Yeah.
Handy? That's your stick that you got from forest school, isn't it?
Oh look, there's a little heart-shaped stone.
Where?
I'll show you. Oh, it's a bit of heart-shaped coral. Shall I get it?
Oh.
It is, isn't it?
That?
Yeah.
Keep it.
Excited about swimming, Story? Story's leading the way straight into the first rock pool of the day. Okay, this is a nice and shallow area for Eden to start. She still hasn't quite woken up yet, has she? Her legs aren't rotating like the last time we brought her to the water. Come on, Eden. Can you remember how to swim? Come, Eden, spin those legs. Get your exercise in. This is the most low impact exercise you can possibly do, okay? It's easier than walking. has been a long time since Eden's been in the sea. I wonder how this feels for her. Must be a strange sensation. It's been about 4 years, hasn't it?
Look at me.
Right, Eden's been in the water for about 2 minutes now, and her legs are just starting to rotate. She's remembering what to do. Maybe she's been watching you, Story. Yeah? Did you teach her? You show Eden what to do, yeah? Needs a lot of help in her old age. I'm glad she's here.
Keep your back legs, Eden. Eden. Eden.
Yeah?
You pretend I'm teaching you.
Yeah.
I'll teach you.
Okay then, teach me how to swim.
So keep your front legs and back legs. This.
What, at the same time? Oh,
Like this.
doggy pedal.
And then you do puffer.
Yeah? Yeah. Look. Story, look.
Glide.
She's copying you, look.
And you glide. Glide like this.
Oh yeah, she's getting stronger, she's getting faster.
Yay! Story, good job. Well done, teacher Story. Look. Look, she's swimming.
She's doing puffer. She's doing puffer. You glide, Eden.
Oh, Eden.
Yeah, and Eden, you need to glide.
I'm trying.
Yeah, that's it. Go.
Like that, Eden.
Good girl. That was really good teaching, Story.
If you want to look under the water, Eden.
Yeah?
If you want to look under the water,
Yeah?
let's do this. Look.
Show me. Wow, impressive.
Eden's very impressed. High five. Let's do a high five.
I think she's finally realising that she's in water.
Yeah, she's woken up.
Good low impact exercise for you. Yeah? I can hear you rumbling. Whee! Look at those legs move. Go on, do your workout. It's a dream come true, eh? Everything we talked about happening right now. And what about these hind legs of yours, Eden? Are they working? How do they feel under the water? Bit of hydrotherapy? Look at those little doggy paddles. So sweet. You showing Eden your feet?
Look, she's showing you hers too, look.
And here is the most epic part of the rock pools. Story's about to dive in. I think I'm going to take Eden over to the little beach on the other side. Eden's keeping cool while Story's having a proper swim. It's actually really nice here. It's just the right temperature in the water. Don't worry, Grumpy. We'll give you a nice wash when we get back home, okay? Such a grump. Eden's always had this expression, like stoic, doesn't care about anything. Well, we care about you, alright? That's why you're here. Story wanted to show you the rock pools, and she did. Bit of a dream fulfilled. I wonder how many English Cocker Spaniels have been in this water, Eden. Probably you and you only. Just taking some pictures of the girls floating in the rock pools. Eden's still chilling in the shallows. What do you think of your lazy dog sister, Story? She's such a bones, isn't she?
Look like a knife.
Well, she did a bit of swimming. Now she's observing the action, making sure everything's in order. Sasha's inviting me over to the little private beach there. I'm gonna grab Eden and take her. I did bring the underwater camera with me today, but unfortunately I didn't connect it to the app before I left, and I've left my phone at home, so it's not operating, so I'll have to do that another day. How's that? Is that better? It's weird to think this was all just a fantasy, you know, about a month ago. Family back together again at home, and this is home, so close to the rock pools. Private little session here. One of the best places in Surigao. I can't lie, I wish Eden was a little bit more active, but as we've said in many previous vlogs, she's old now. This is her retired years. If she just wants to sleep and observe for now, that's okay. Story's pretending to be the Octonauts. One of her programs.
Here is a rescue. Bandage up, bandage, bandage, bandage up.
You bandaging Eden?
Yeah.
Does she need bandaging?
So me and Story made the first footprints on this little patch just a minute ago. It really does feel like we've got a little private island all to ourselves. This tiny little cove here. It is quite amazing that this is just minutes from our house, and I really have to pinch myself sometimes that this is where we live. And also, unbelievably, we actually have to force ourselves to come outside sometimes and experience this, because once you start living somewhere and you're settled and things start to become normality, then that happens, which today we were just like, it's unbelievable that this is right here and we haven't been here for so long. And I know the tide plays a big factor in that, because we can't actually get here quite a lot of the time because the tide is too high or it's too close and we can't make the walk around. But this morning we were like, this is just perfect, let's go. And I have to say, not once have I taken this for granted. Every time we come here, I'm just blown away all over again. It is just stunningly beautiful and just an amazing experience for us all. And hopefully Story will look back on these moments when she is older and be grateful and be thankful to us. Wow, Mum and Dad, I can't believe that's where we lived. Because right now this is Story's life, this is her childhood, so she doesn't really know any different because she was very young when we lived in Portugal. So we talked about this in a vlog the other day about Story's core memories and how they're going to be affected, and this is what she's going to remember. So this is what she's growing up with, and I hope that just giving her this freedom and this space and this environment will just have a fantastic impact on her as she goes into an adult. That is obviously a long way off, don't need to think about that just yet, but the thoughts are always there about how we grow as people and how that is affecting Story and how we change as individuals, how we parent Story. It is all just an ever-changing journey, but right now we're taking it in and feeling very appreciative. Standing on this rock with sandy toes and looking at that. Let's have a little explore of this little cove. There's another little secret spot there. That looks like some bananas are growing in there. Loads of coconuts up there, and that beautiful palm kind of up on the next little level of the cove here. But surprisingly, there's no trash. It's really clean. Nice shell. And then it goes way back there, but there's no path through. It's just all overgrown jungle. And look at these cool trees, all their roots exposed. That's lovely. Deserted section just for us. That's what it feels like anyway. Story's still exploring. She's been exploring that little cave bit in there. Although actually it took her a little while to warm up to the idea of the rock pool today. She was being a bit fussy with the seaweed and the seagrass and didn't want to stand in the water. But now she's been here for a while, she's back to her normal and jumping in and not caring so much. Some little fishes down there.
Okay, we've been on tide watch and I think we should start heading back now. I'm going to carry Eden over to the other side. Story wants to do a bit more swimming in the deeper bit over here, so I'll meet them over there. Okay, just brought Eden back to the beach and she's decided she wants to go for a walk now. Oh, careful Eden, it's a big rock pool there. You're not used to these terrains, are you? Let's drink some water, all of us.
Alright, we're back on the home stretch. This is our bit of beach and the first rock pool that Story stopped at this morning. We made it back in good time The waves were starting to come in on the corner, which is the bit that we always have to watch out for. Safe and sound, and I think it was good timing as well because it looks like it might rain. There's some grey clouds coming over. Zoe, look at Eden. Look at that, she's actually swimming. Oh my goodness. Well, Eden certainly took quite a while to start playing the game this morning. But look at that, she's actually swimming with the harness help, but I see all of her legs are going now.
This is a much better place to bring her to.
Yeah, and it was so close.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, I don't know if you heard that. Story just said, I love it here. And there you go. Sometimes the best things are close to home. We didn't need to walk all the way down to the real rock pools. We have a big one here, but we chose to go on a bit of an adventure. And both Eden and Story are quite happy floating about in this one. Whee! Our swimmers! Good job. That was a fun morning and good timing because I was right. Those grey clouds, I just felt some raindrops. That is it. I'm going to end the vlog for today. Hope you enjoyed this daily video and we'll see you next time. Bye!